All right, everybody. We are live. I know Nathaniel's out there. Tonight's game will be centered around football, which we all agreed upon at our last meeting, but it'll be a little bit different than name the player. That was getting too easy for everybody. And rather than make it really hard on players like obscure players, I decided we'd do a little bit more of a trivia type game tonight. So I'm not sure who else is on the line. Footballer Nick is up. All right, Footballer Nick. He's not missing a beat. All right. Tonight's going to be more like a trivia night than a name the player. All right. So I'm going to show you a question and you can provide who you think the answer is. All right, let's start up tonight's show. I'm kind of a Chiefs fan, yes, Nathaniel, only because I live in Missouri and they're like the only Missouri team. So the question is, before they were the Baltimore Ravens, what was their team name? I'm looking for the city and the nickname of this question. Again, before they were the Baltimore Ravens, what city did they play in and what was their name? All right, your brother's a little late. That's fine. Just get him in on the show. We'll see how long it is. The Baltimore Colts. Kind of close. No, it is not the Baltimore Colts. It is actually the Cleveland Browns. They were the Cleveland Browns and they moved to Baltimore and they became the Baltimore Ravens, and the commissioner at the time told the Cleveland fans that the Cleveland Browns name would stay in Cleveland. So the current Cleveland Browns, believe it or not, are an expansion team, but they got to keep all their records. So it's a little confusing and weird, but that's what it is, everybody. All right. Here's one that's a little more current. Who led the NFL in 2023 in passing yards? Who led the NFL in passing yards? Patrick Mahomes, good guess, but not correct. Do we have anybody else? I'll give you guys a hint and you can guess again, Footballer Nick. He played in the AFC and it was Tua. And I'm not gonna butcher his last name, but it was in fact Tua. No, Lamar's a good guess, but it was Tua. So good job. All right. This Dallas team started out as this team started out as the Dallas Texans. Who are they now? What is the current team? They began their career, or the team started as the Dallas Texans, and they moved and became another team. The Cowboys is not correct. It's not the Cowboys. It's actually, believe it or not, the team sort of behind me. It's they became the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Dallas Texans became the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Something a little more current. Who led the NFL in rushing yards in 2023? Yes, Houston. Well, the Houston Texans are the current team, but this team was the Dallas Texans. All right. Footballer Nick. Yes, I believe. Yes, you are right. Christian McCaffrey. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. We're just rushing through these here. All right. What team called the Houston Astrodome home? What team basically played their home games at the Houston Astrodome? This is going back a little bit. So I'm not expecting you guys to necessarily get this, but just take some good guesses. Think about it too, because, well, I'm not going to give you any hints unless you want me to. So we can go from there. And yes, I have my glasses on because my allergies are really bad. If you just joined us, we are having football trivia tonight. So, okay, Nathaniel doesn't know. We are having football trivia. So if you know the answer, put it in the chat. Get involved because we have a contest going in May. The top 3 most involved audience members will win prizes at the end of the month. So we have shows on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights at 8:15 Eastern. All right. What team called the Houston Astrodome home? It's hard to say, actually. It was the Houston Oilers. The Houston Oilers, who are now the Nashville. Wait, no, they're the Tennessee Titans. They're now the Tennessee Titans. I don't know why they play in Nashville. So it was it's the Tennessee Titans. They moved, and for a year they played in Memphis, and then they moved to Nashville soon thereafter, and they have a gorgeous stadium. So yeah, the Tennessee Titans. All right. Next question. If you just joined us, get involved. I can put you down in the leaderboard. Okay, so the question now is, who led the NFL in sacks in 2023? If you know this answer, put it in the chat. It is not Garrett, but that's a good guess. Aaron Donald, that's a good guess. Any other guesses out there? I know we have a couple more people on the line. Get involved. We have a contest going. I'll put you on the leaderboard. And if you have the most points, or the top 3 people with the most points, get prizes at the end of the month. Footballer Nick got it. It is JJ Watt's brother, TJ Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was, oh, did I write this down? Yeah, 19 sacks this year. So about 1 a game, or averages. Okay. I tried to trip you up a little bit here. This team started in Los Angeles, and after moving, is back in Los Angeles. So they started in Los Angeles, they moved away, they came back, and they're in Los Angeles again. What is that team? If you think you know it, put it in the chat. Nathaniel, I had a feeling someone would say the Rams, but it is the Chargers. Footballer Nick, take your first guess. It is, yes. The Rams were in St. Louis, but the Rams actually started in Cleveland, then they went to LA, then obviously St. Louis, and back to Los Angeles. It was the Chargers. They started as the LA Chargers, moved to San Diego, and are back in Los Angeles. All right, tonight we are having a trivia game all about football. If you think you know the answer to the question that's kind of above my head here, put it in the chat. And honestly, the top folks, the top 3 folks at the end of the month will win prizes. So take a guess. It's worth it. If you're watching now, take a guess, and we're not going to make fun of you. Everybody's had incorrect answers tonight, especially. So who led the NFL in receiving yards in 2023? Who led in 2023? All right. Yes, thank you, Nathaniel. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Footballer Nick got it. Got it. Tyreek Hill. He had 1,799 yards. So quite a wonderful. I mean, he averaged, what do they play? 17 games now? He averaged 100 yards a game. So he did not Devontae Adams. It was Tyreek Hill. All right. Next question. How many times has Tom Brady won the Super Bowl? How many times essentially has Tom Brady or his team won the Super Bowl? Now he's been in many, many, many. Oh, Nathaniel got it right away. 7. If you just joined us, we are having football trivia tonight. Just put what you think the answer is in the chat. Do put your name in the chat, because once you take a guess, I'm going to put you in this leaderboard, and eventually I'll make the leaderboard much nicer, but I'll put you down, and the top 3 people with answers, or who participated in the month of May, will win. First place is like a box of cards. Second place is a number of packs of cards, and third place will be a little less than the second place packs of cards. So put those names in there. Okay, Nathaniel, you have a question for me. What is that question? I'll probably get it wrong. All right, while he's typing that, let's go to the next question. Sorry if I sniffle. My allergies are really bad right now. Who scored the most points in the NFL in the 2023 season? Who scored the most points in the NFL during the 2023 season? Now think about your answers. Okay, which ring is Tom Brady's favorite? Probably the one against the Rams because it's their first one. All right. What question is this? This is question 10. Okay. Question 10. Now, really think about this answer. Lamar Jackson is not right. It's not Christian McCaffrey. It's not Hill. Think about the question, guys. What we're trying to do for those who are joining us, I'm putting out some trivia questions. We're trying to, in the chat, give our answers. For everybody that answers, I'll put you on our leaderboard, which will eventually be High Tech Digital. And the top 3 people that participate in our Sunday and Tuesday night shows will win prizes at the end of the month. All right. Any other guesses? We have a bunch of people online. Any other guesses? Okay. It was a place kicker with 157 points by the name. He played for Dallas, and his name's Brandon Aubrey. Footballer Nick got it at the end there. Brandon Aubrey had 157 points. You remember, place kickers get 3 points for every kick and a point for every touchdown. So place kickers usually have the most points during the season. All right, next question, question 11. Who had the longest kickoff return last year? Bonus, how many yards? So we're just asking, or I'm just asking for the kickoff return, not a punt return. Who had the longest kickoff return last year? And just for a bonus fun question, how many yards do you think it went? And I'll actually tell you, it went 99 yards. So 99 yards was the longest kickoff return. If you have an answer, put it in the chat. I'll put you down in the logbook. And at the end of May, the top 3 watchers, I guess, or audience members will win prizes. We're giving away brand new packs of sports cards. All right. Any guesses on this? Okay. Correll Patterson is not correct. Footballer Nick. No, footballer Nick, it is not Nixon. Any other guesses out there? I know we have a few more people on the line. Get involved. Take a guess. No one's gonna say anything one way or the other. Does anybody know out there who had the longest kickoff return last year? And I already told you that the bonus was 99 yards. So does anybody have that? Well, you're saying Nixon. I have a whole different name for that. All right. I have a whole different name for that. All right. Well, I'll give you guys about 3 seconds. Any other possible answers? It was 99 yards. This player played for Denver. I'll give you the team. Yeah. Well, I try to have different backgrounds. Thank you, Nathaniel. I've not been to a game. I've been to Royal Stadium. Does anybody have a guess on who had the longest kickoff return in 2023? Yes, footballer Nick, I knew you'd eventually get it. It was Marvin Mims, 99 yards. And just let's do a little housekeeping here. If you like what you're watching, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What that gets you in, what that does for you is every Sunday and Tuesday night, starting at 8:15 Eastern, we do trivia and or name the player. I show pictures and you name the player. For the top 3 people that get involved during the month of May, they will win packs of cards. They might win a box of cards, they might win packs of cards, and then for third place, a little less packs of cards. So you'll be winning during the month of May, and you need to subscribe and pay attention because I'm going to start having some surprise shows that might be worth a couple more points. And sometimes that Sunday show might be worth 3 points rather than the 1 point like it is tonight. All right. Next question. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Next question. Who had the longest TD pass last year? Who threw the longest TD pass last year? Now, that doesn't mean they threw the ball this number of yards, but it means the receiver caught it and ran for some sort of distance. I will tell you that it was 92 yards. It was a 92-yard, officially, it was a 92-yard pass, and it was the longest last season for a touchdown. Does anybody have an idea? We have a lot of people on the line right now. Take that chance. We're only getting Footballer Nick and Nathaniel to give us a question. Russell Wilson, that's a good guess. Oh, wait, I pressed the wrong thing. What time will the video be tomorrow? If my memory's 5:15, I don't know. It is, hold on, what are we getting here? Yes, I think Footballer Nick is dialed in here, but it was Dak Prescott with a 92-yard pass. Dak Prescott with a 92-yard pass. If you like what you're watching, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You'll get all the updates, and we're going to start having surprise shows because we got to do that. So you got to pay attention to our little community updates. All right. 13, kind of a little mathematics here. Who had the most tackles last year? Solo plus assists. They had 183 tackles. Who was it? Who was the player? I don't know how. I think I'm taking too much allergy medication, but who was the player that had 183 tackles total last year? Meaning solo plus assist equaled 183 tackles. Oh, you like the rally cap. Great job. Oh, you know, all I can say is this guy, Footballer Nick, I think he's dialed in to Google. I'm going to have to suspend him for one or two questions because he's getting everyone right. And I think I know how he's doing it, but that's fine. Then I'm not going to be mad. All right. If you just joined us, we're having football trivia game tonight. If you know the answer, put it in the chat, because once you do that, I will put you down on this little leaderboard, this silly leaderboard that I have. And you will be eligible to win prizes at the end of the month if you subscribe or if you watch the most and participate during the month of May. So we have shows on Sunday and Tuesday nights at 8:15. So like and subscribe. And we just lost a bunch of people on that one, so they don't like me talking. All right. You're that good, huh? No Google? Really? Footballer Nick? You knew Bobby Wagner? Wow. I'm impressed. Okay. Next question, everybody. Let's get some more people on the line here. Hit that like and subscribe button. Okay. Sorry, my allergies are really bad right now. What QB had the highest quarterback rating last year? Okay. Must be over 5 games, because there's some guy that had 4 games and had a real high QB rating. I don't want to include him because he was only a part-time player. So what QB with over 5 games of playing last year had the highest QB rating, and what was that quarterback's rating? What was that quarterback's rating? So yeah, just so you guys know, I'm going to be having those surprise shows. What I'll do is I'll just put on the community page like, hey, we're having a show tonight, or hey, we're having a show tomorrow night, kind of thing. All right. It is not just it is not Josh Allen. It's not Mahomes. It's not Jalen Hurts. That was good. It was not 136. So any other guesses? If you just joined us, please read the trivia question, or whatever you want to call it, the question above me. Put what you think the answer is in the chat. We don't have an answer for this one yet. And Ron is, hello, Ron, how are you? Do we know you're Nathaniel's brother? Okay. Nathaniel, how many brothers do you have? You're on another account. Okay. I think they're all Nathaniel, but we'll see. All right. If you just joined us, see if you know the answer to this question. What quarterback had the highest quarterback rating who played in 5 games or more? It was Brock Purdy. And I know the next answer is going to be tough. His quarterback rating was 118. 118. All right, next question. Let me just take a drink of water here. What QB led the league in passing TDs with 36? Sorry about that. I was really thirsty. My throat was very dry. Yeah, your brother has a gazillion accounts. I think you both have a gazillion accounts. Okay. We are on question 15. Yeah, I get it. It was not Tom Brady. What quarterback led the league in passing TDs with 36? Now, remember, some of these names that we already gave answers for. Yep, footballer Nick got it. He's right on the money. Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys. He really had a great season. I mean, it is like if I when I was growing up, I was kind of a Dallas fan, and because the football Cardinals weren't very good when I was growing up in the '80s, I was a Dallas fan for a while, and man, he was a heck of a quarterback. All right. Would have been fun watching him back then. Okay, who had the most rushing touchdowns last year? Who had the most rushing touchdowns last year? Yeah, they fell short in the playoffs. They really yeah, America's team. They fell flat on their faces, unfortunately. So, but who had the most rushing touchdowns in football last year? Now, it was not Derrick Henry. It was not Christian McCaffrey. It was not Derrick Henry. Think first. You guys want a hint? He plays in what's considered a southern. Oh, you got it. Yep, Raheem Mossert, not Joe Mixon. Yep, Raheem. All right. Next question. What quarterbacks, now I say quarterbacks here because there's two, had the most rushing touchdowns last year? The bonus question is, do you know how many they had? So they tied. I'll let you know that they tied. It was not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was not one of them. It was Josh Allen. Okay, hold on. We got Josh Allen. Who was the other quarterback? And it wasn't 11, and it wasn't Lamar. Okay, so we got the Josh Allen right. Who else? It was not Murray. Jalen Hurts. It was Jalen Hurts. Any idea how many rushing touchdowns they had last year? Any idea? Just real quick. It was not 11. It was higher than 11. Yes, the tush push. Yes, Nathaniel. Being on the East Coast, I'm sure you heard a lot about that. 16, not bad. It was lower than 16, but higher than 11. You're really close, Nathaniel. Not 14. It was higher than 14. Well, now you know it. It's 15. It was 15, everybody. 15. All right. Question number 18. Who led the league in fumbles? My hint is that it was a quarterback. 15-15. All right. My hint is that it was a quarterback. Who led the league in fumbles? It was not Daniel Jones. And my hint is that it's a quarterback, but it wasn't Daniel Jones. Any ideas? Mac Jones, no. Not Daniel Jones, not Josh Dobbs, no. You mean who else? I'll even tell you the number of fumbles. It was 13 fumbles. It wasn't Mahomes, but a pretty good guess. Okay, we have an I don't know, which is fair. Anybody else out there have an idea as to what the answer is to the question above me? I'll give you another hint. They played on a team, or this person plays on a team that's in a state that's considered the South. And it was a quarterback, and the number of fumbles was 13. Oh, the daily upload on the videos. I don't upload. It was Tua. I don't It was Tua. I don't upload videos every day. I don't know. I do live streams 2 or 3 times a week, and then I upload 2 or 3 other videos. Not Trevor Lawrence, it was Tua. All right, number 19. What wide receivers, yeah, there's 2 here, led the league in touchdowns? Hint, there are 2. Well, they're okay. And they play on teams in the same state. So that's a pretty good hint. There's 2 of them. They play in the same okay. Tyreek and Lamb. You got Tyreek right. Tyreek is correct. Lamb, unless that's a nickname, I don't have that. I don't know that as a nickname. If you just joined us, we're trying to answer the questions about American football, the NFL, that are right above me. You weren't explaining that good. Okay. We are on question number 19. Mike Evans. Yes, it was Tyreek Hill and Mike Evans. All right. Let's go to the next question. And if you're watching and you like what you're seeing, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. What 2 non-place kickers? Now remember, we had the most points in 2023, and that went to Aubrey, Brandon Aubrey. So if you take the place kickers off, who are the highest non-place kickers when it comes to most points scored in the NFL last year? So you have all these place kickers. If you take them out, you have 2 running backs, and they, of course, tied because so many of these latest questions are with ties. Who were they? Let's see. It is CMC. It is not Waddle or Hill. It is not Josh Jacobs. It's actually a name that we already had tonight. If that helps, I don't know if that'll help. I don't want to give you too many hints, but it's a name that we already looked at least once tonight. Any ideas? You want a hint? Okay, the hint is it was not. Hold on. No, we're talking about running back, so it wasn't Tyreek. Wasn't Lamb. Okay, I'll give you a hint. He plays with Tyreek. This wide receiver plays with Tyreek. And it's a name we already talked about tonight. Yes, you got it. It's Mossert. Mossert once again. All right. All right. Now, next question, 21st question. This is a little bit of a throwback. Dan Marino played for what team? Dan Marino played for a long time in the NFL. What team did he play for? Now he's like an announcer now. Or he does one of those NFL game shows. Oh, the Dolphins, Nathaniel. Good job. Dan the man. Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. I thought that one might take some time. Yeah, footballer Nick. Okay, next question. All right. Prior to Indianapolis, in what city did the Colts play? This kind of was something that was earlier that we talked about. Baltimore, Nathaniel. Yep, you got it. Good job. All right. Well, we have 3 more questions. Who did the Chiefs play in the Super Bowl in 2024? Who did they play against? I know this seems silly, but it's a trivia question, and I know you guys know it. The 49ers. Good job. All right. I didn't know how many people would be on the screen. All right. We are trying to answer the trivia questions above. Who did the 49ers beat to advance to the 2024 Super Bowl? So to get the Super Bowl was the 49ers and Chiefs. Who did the 49ers get, or who did the 49ers beat to get to the Super Bowl? Tick, 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 tick. I'm not going to let you guys know. It was not the Packers. Footballer Nick got it with the Lions. Good job. All right. Now we have one more question. Yeah, they blew the lead. I thought the Lions would go to the Super Bowl. I was kind of excited because all my life they've been bad. We have one more question, and then what do we want to do for Sunday night? Do we want to do football? Do we want to go back to baseball? I know footballer Nick loves football, but we can't do football all the time. Do we want to have one baseball show, and we can kind of, rather than name the player, we can have it go like this? But last question. Do you know who won? Oh, who won the 2024 Super Bowl MVP? I know it's not that difficult. Who do we got? You want to have football next? Baseball. All right, Nathaniel, are you okay with baseball? Because I can sort of make it like this. Patrick Mahomes is right. Mahomes. Nathaniel and Ron, are you, or not Ron, Gabriel, or whatever your name is? You guys love baseball. Okay, so we're going to go with baseball on Sunday night at 8:15. Be on the lookout for anything. Be on the lookout for any or any messages. I might have a last minute show. I might not. But coming up over the next 10 days, I'm probably going to have at least one. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys again. Have a great week. Remember, Sunday night, we have these trivia shows. We have these game shows Sunday nights and Tuesday nights at 8:15 Eastern. And if the top 3 people who participate, so every show you go to, you get a point, and the top 3 participants will win unopened packs of cards. Some might get a box, some might get packs, all of that kind of good stuff. So I will see you guys later. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see y'all on Sunday night.